There was a knock on my door. I opened the door. There's a teenage boy. Sir Mark, bad guy, bang, bang, you. Well, I don't need an interpreter to know what that means. And he told me, go see Kuya. What he's talking about is the guy that Marco bought the land from. So I'm like, what is going on? And is there a threat against my life? And so I got on my motorcycle. I went to go see Kuya, and he said, a hitman is looking for you. Glenn hired a hitman, and he's looking for you, but don't worry, he won't kill you. And I'm scared shitless. And so he said, when he was looking for you, he first spoke to me and wanted to know where you were. And he had a gun. And he went out and spoke to your workers were the first people that he spoke to. And he learned more. And what he learned was the workers said, we love Sir Mark. He takes very good care of us, in their words. And we hate Glenn. She doesn't pay us. So he put two and two together and realized that Glenn is the problem. And also killing a foreigner is going to bring in the military, the media, and it's going to be a disaster. And also, I want to add one more thing. He's a meth head. All hitmen are meth addicts. They're going to kill because they want the meth. They kill for meth. End of story. Almost every hitman is addicted to meth. And so I'm sitting in Kuya's house, which is just a little one-room house. And I'm in a plastic chair, just like I'm sitting in right now. And he said, the hitman is coming. And I'm like, should I leave? He says, no. He's going to talk to you. And it was the scariest I've probably ever been. 30 minutes later, this 35-year-old, skinny as a stick, meth face, meth mouth, with a 45, comes in, but he won't look at me. He sits in the chair right across from me, and we're face to face. And I'm looking right at him. All he has to do is pull his gun out and shoot. He's looking down like that, and he says, I am Betty, sorry, I will not kill you today. And I said, oh, thank you. You're not going to kill me tomorrow either, right? It was his English of saying, I'm not going to do it. And so, it felt like Clint Eastwood. And I said, hey, how much was I worth? What was the bounty on my head? I've never had a bounty on my head. And he said, nothing. Madam Glenn wanted me to kill you on credit, and I know she won't pay me. So anyway, I left, he left, and a couple of days later, gossip in the Philippines is faster than electricity, I swear to God. A couple of days later, I already heard Glenn left for Davao. That's where you get the hitmen. Glenn left for Davao, and I'm like, okay, she's going to get another one. I don't need a new breathing hole, and I don't need to press my luck. So I had to leave. I had to pull the plug. Now, I wanted to know, how did that teenage boy know where I lived? So what had happened is the owner of the land that sold it to Marco was an NPA commander. That's a communist guerrilla. He's old and retired. He has his ideology, and when I first met him, he goes, I want to talk to you. I want to make sure that you take good care of the workers and that you don't use them, abuse them, or exploit them. And I said, no, their pay will at least be double. He was happy with that, and then when I did pay them the extra, he was a rock solid, had my back, and this is how that kid knew where I was. I didn't even know it. When I left work and went back home on the only road you can take, that means you're a target. If someone wants you, all they've got to do is sit and wait. He has posted lookouts. This guy in this house 5 miles down the road, this guy in this house 8 miles down the road. When I passed, and I never knew this, when I passed, they would text Kuya, the Americano's okay, he just passed me. Every day that I went back and forth, they reported back to the commander that all was good. In other words, they had my back and they were keeping me safe. And they knew where I lived, and they told the teenage boy where my house was, and that's how the teenage boy knew. right? So I thought, was this some angel sent? No one knew where I lived. So that's it in a nutshell. I had to pull the plug. My advice to you is do what Filipinos do. At 7 o'clock, almost every business shuts in the Philippines. You know why? Well, there's a reason why. Under the cover of darkness, crime takes place. Don't be out there at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, drunk, interacting with locals. Not all of them like you. And just be safe of your... as an American, I like to go around on my own. Right? If you look at some of my videos, I'm there alone. That doesn't take place in the Philippines. Everybody in the Philippines travels in a group. Safety in numbers. You have to pay attention and don't try to make friends with everybody. Keep your life private. You can say hi to the girl at the wet market. You can say hi to the boy who pumps your gas. Keep your relationships minimum, because a lot of them, you start giving them information and they're collecting data on you. You don't know if they're going to break into your house, or they always think that you're filthy rich. So keep your life private. That's my best advice. And don't go to areas that young man went to, because it cost him his life. And luckily I avoided the hitman, and here I am. Now I know a lot more about the Philippines, and I keep it lowball and private. And so do me a favor. You always hear like, share, and subscribe. If you don't have a channel and you get sick of hearing it, do you know what that really means? When you hit like, the algorithm says, hey, these people, 100 people are coming and 97 of them say like. This video must be pretty good. Share is the most powerful tool. And if you share, that means you're telling the algorithm, hey, this video is so good, they're willing to share it. And then subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe tells the algorithm that I'm worthy of being shared, and it's how I can grow my channel. You don't have to share it to anybody if you don't want. Just hit the share button, and you can share it to yourself. Anyway, I appreciate anything and everything. Our channel is growing. I like to do beach fun, fishing. It's the wet season, fishing's difficult. And other activities that I want to put on. We're going to do Nerf wars with Nerf guns with kids. I already got some videos. We're going to have a lot of different things. Hope you enjoy the channel. And if you have any suggestions, but please feel free. And I will chat you later. You have a beautiful day.